Tiana emerged from behind the screen wearing the new dress, Charlotte gasped. Tiana looked stunning, like a princess. "Look at you," Charlotte exclaimed. "Aren't you just as pretty as a magnolia in May?" She picked up a sparkling tiara from her vanity and placed it on Tiana's head. It was the final touch for Tiana's new princess costume. "It seems like only yesterday we were both little girls dreaming our fairy tale dreams, and tonight they're finally coming true." Charlotte quickly adjusted her dress and prepared to go back to the party. She didn't notice the sad expression on Tiana's face. Her dream had just been crushed. "Well, back into the fray. Wish me luck," Charlotte chirped excitedly. Disappointed with her own luck, Tiana picked up her soiled dress and pulled out the flyer for the restaurant before she wandered out to the balcony. She looked up at the evening star. "I cannot believe I'm doing this," she said to herself as she closed her eyes and folded her hands. "Please, please, please," she whispered. Sighing, she realized how ridiculous it was to wish on a star. She opened her eyes and blinked hard. A tiny frog was sitting on the railing, staring at her. "Very funny," Tiana said, as if this were some silly joke about wishing on a star and then having a frog prince appear, ready to be turned back into a human. "So what now? I reckon you want a kiss?" A sly look came over the frog's face. "Kissing would be nice, yes," he said in a thick accent. The frog had just spoken. In English. Tiana jumped and screamed. She staggered back into the bedroom, knocking over shelves of toys and storybooks. I'm sorry, I did not mean to scare you," the frog said, hopping into the bedroom. Tiana grabbed a stuffed bear. No, wait, hold on," the frog said as she hurled the bear at him, barely missing him. "You have a very strong arm, princess." Tiana grabbed another stuffed animal, ready to attack. "Okay, please, put the monkey down," the desperate little frog pleaded with her. He hopped onto the dressing table. Please, allow me to introduce myself. I am Prince Naveen." Tiana grabbed a storybook. This time, she hit her mark. The book slammed down on top of the frog. "Of Maldonia," he finished with a groan. "Prince?" Tiana was confused. "But I didn't wish for a prince." She thought for a moment. "Hold on. If you're the prince, then who was that waltzing with Lottie on the dance floor?" The frog shook his head. "All I know is 1 minute I am a prince, charming and handsome, cutting a rug. And the next thing I know, I'm tripping over these." He lifted a green webbed foot. Tiana held up the book, ready to slam it down again. Wait, the frog yelled, seeing the title on the cover. "I know this story." Tiana looked at the cover. It was that fairy tale about the girl who had kissed a frog and turned him into a prince. Tiana had loved that story, right up until the kissing part. Who would kiss a frog? "My mother had the servants read this to me every night," the frog said excitedly. "And this is exactly the answer. You must kiss me." "Excuse me?" Tiana asked the frog as he puckered his green lips. "You will enjoy, I guarantee. All women enjoy the kiss of Prince Naveen. Come, we pucker." The frog's throat suddenly inflated, making him look ridiculous. "That's new," he said. Tiana shook her head.